like to share with you in this week's Parshas Miketz, something very nice from the Rebbe's father, Rabbi Yitzchok Zatzal. This week's Parshas we have the famous story how the Shvatim, 10 Shvatim came down to Yosef HaTzadik. He accused them of being spies. And then he said, you know what? You say you have a brother Binyamin. Let me keep over here one of the Shvatim, which was Shimon, and you go back and bring back your brother. Bring down to Mitzrayim Binyamin. Took a long time, the whole story, till Yaakov agreed. Then when they came down, it says a pasuk that they said we brought back extra money, and Vayoytze Aleim es Shimon. He brought out Shimon from jail. When the brothers saw Shimon, the Medrash has a very interesting thing over here. Vayoytze Aleim es Shimon. So the Medrash says in Parshas Rabbi, Parshas Tzadik Beis Dalet, Rabbi Chagi b'shem Rabbi Yitzchok Omer. Rabbi Chagi in the name of Yitzchok said, they looked at Yosef and they saw Kehaden Tzad Tzura Ovid. They looked at him, they saw he was like a jug. Like it says in the Pasuk, Vayeser Oisoi Le'eineihem. As Mefarshim explained, Le'eineihem means it appeared as if he took him into jail, but really he treated him very nice. And it says, Kehaden Tzad, all of a sudden he looked like a jug. Mefarshim explained, he looked like this, which means that this was a jug of oil, as Rashi explains on the Medrash, as we'll soon explain the meaning of it. And they saw it as if the Medrash wanted to say, Rabbi Chagim Shem Rabbi Yitzchok, as if he gained some weight, which means that Yosef HaTzadik treated him royally, not like a regular inmate in jail. He gave him to eat so good. It was a hunger time. They saw, wow, he gained some weight. Kaden Sansura. As for Rabbi Yitzchok, if you look in his words of Rabbi Yitzchok, he wants to explain the questions that the Mefarshim have on the Medrash. Number one, every time the Medrash wants to say, teach us something, it brings a mashal. But the mashal wants to explain something. What are we adding over here to say, if the Medrash just want to say that he came and he added weight, it just should have said, oh, looked like he put on some pounds, he became fat, he became shomein. What's the meaning of like this jug? Rashi says the jug had oil. Now, if you look in Rashi good, you'll see that Rashi says that both the the shape of this tzatzur, this jug, which means it was round in the middle, came out, looked like he gained some weight. And also what was inside shemen, from the word shomein, same letters. So both the shape and also what was inside tells you the same thing, that he gained some fat and Yosef treated him nicely. But still, the Rebbe's father learns a different shot of why the Medrash adds that there was especially oil inside. Sometimes we have in the Gemara, like Daf Kuvov Amar Aleph in Sanhedrin, where it says there was tzatzura, a jug of wine. Why over here was the emphasis of oil? Explains of Rabbi Yitzchok something very nice. And why was it Shimon? Yosef loved his brothers very, very much. He didn't want to take revenge for what they sold him, but he wanted to teach them a lesson. And that's why he picked Shimon. It says Shimon had a lot of gevura. He had a streak of force, vigorous and mighty. He was the one who sold Yosef. He always expressed a sense of an attribute of power, of gevura. Who was the one who destroyed Shechem? Was also Shimon and Levi, but Shimon was the one who sold Yosef, as Rashi says. Yosef wanted to teach Shimon a lesson. He says, I'm not here to take revenge, but I want you to mellow out. You can't have so much gevura. You have to have some chesed, some kindness also. A person has to have a mixture of both chesed and gevura together. And that's why you see how beautiful it is. Yosef showed his brothers, you see, he looks like a jug of what? Of shemen. The jug the appearance, the way it looks, the shape is he gained weight. Weight shows of muscle, of force, of power, being vigorous, mighty, a sign of Gevurah. But what's inside, tells Yosef to his brothers, shemen. You know what shemen used to be used for? Not for making latkes and eggs, for cooking. Shemen was made to bring light. All the oil, candles, and candelabras was made out of oil, like we see in the Beis Hamikdash. So shemen was here to bring oil, to bring light. Says in Chassidus, oil, light, that's kindness. Whenever you're kind to someone, you bring light into his life. And here you see how beautiful it is. Yosef wanted to show his brothers. Look, you see your brother Shimon. And he told Shimon, Shimon, you have a lot of gevurah in you. You have a lot of might and muscle. You always have a sign of power. You gained weight, Baruch Hashem. But look what's inside in this jug, oil. I want you also to have chesed. A person has to mellow out, he told Shimon. Don't only have gevurah. You have to have a mixture of the shape is good, have muscle, gevurah, but also have chasodim. Look what's inside of the bottle. You should be filled up, you also, with shemen, with oil, which symbolizes chesed. And when you love chesed and gevurah together, that's a Jew, and that's what Hashem wants. And here you see how all the beautiful explanation, he learns different from Rashi. The shape symbolizes gevurah. What was inside symbolizes chesed. And that was the message he wanted to show to the brothers, and especially to Shimon. You have to mellow out, and you have to have chasodim. I'm also being goyim chasodim to you. I'm not here to chas v'shalom do anything bad to you. I'm only interested that from here on, we should live together in goodness and kindness together. And now you understand all the explanations why the Medrash especially adds the word kaden tzatzura. This was a tzatzura of shemen, oil, symbolizing of chasodim. And that's what the message that Yosef wanted to show his brothers. See how beautiful the Rebbe's father explains this Medrash.